Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Memorizing the Latin Endings. This is from Visual Latin 1. This is lesson 20. These are the third person personal pronouns. Now, this group of pronouns I'm about to teach you, they're actually demonstrative pronouns or demonstrative adjectives. They can be used as these, but if they're attached to a noun in a sentence. But in this video, we're going to focus on them just as personal pronouns. These are used as the third person personal pronouns in Latin. So anyway, let's get started. To say he in Latin, you say his, he. Eius then, logically, means of he. But that's not good English, so we'll change this to his, because you wouldn't say this is the bicycle of he. You would say this is his bike. Ei, to he, logically, that's what we would say, but again, that's bad English, so let's change this to him. We gave the bike to him. The accusative is eum, which means him, conveniently. The endings match. And in the ablative, I tell my students to use either by, with, or from. So we'll go with by. By is ab. So we could say ab io. This book was written ab io, and that means by him. All right, but we're just going to put the actual pronoun in there. The plural version of all of this, ei, or you can also say ii, means they. Eorum, whoa, that's an ugly O. Eorum means their. So Dominus eorum est Julius. Their master is Julius. Dominus eorum est Julius. Iis or iis is to them. Eos, them. And iis or eis, I said that backwards, but eis, we'll use by again, by them. You'll notice that some of these are bold in the ablative plural, the dative plural, the dative singular, and the genitive singular. That's because they're the same whether they're masculine, feminine, or neuter. This group that I just showed you, this is the masculine group, obviously, because we have the word he. Let's take a look at the feminine group. All right, again, notice that some of these are already filled in, and that's because they're the same whether they're masculine, feminine, or neuter. To say she in Latin, ia, she. Eius is her. Ei is to her. We gave something to her. Iam is her as the accusative, so vidi iam, I saw her. Or audi iam, I heard her. We'll use by again, which is ab in Latin. Ab ia, by her. This book was written ab ia, by her. Oops, by. There we go. Ea, if there's a group of girls in the room, that's feminine. They. Ea. Earum, this one's almost the same as eorum, but it has an A there. In the second letter is an A. Earum means there. So a word from a sentence from Lingua Latina: Domina earum est Aemilia. Their master is Amelia. Iis, to them. Ias, them. So audi ias, I heard them, or audio, I hear them. Let's go with that. Audio ias, I hear them. Let's not get into verb tenses yet. Audio ias, I hear them. And the last one, iis, ab iis, would be by them. These poems written ab iis, by them. Okay, so that's the feminine group. This is a longer video because this is a bit complicated. And now the neuter group. So we have the masculine group, the feminine group, and the neuter group. The neuters, some of them are the same, some of them are already filled in, and that's because they're the same whether they're masculine, feminine, or neuter. Id means it. Eius means of. It. Ei means to. It. Id means it. In the neuters, The nominative and the accusative are always the same. The ablative would be io again, just like the masculine, and we'll translate it as by it. The plural is ia. It means they, which looks exactly like she. So you just have to use context when you're reading. Are we talking about a girl? Have we replaced Julia's name with she? Or are we talking about several towns and we've replaced the towns with ia? You've got to use the context or you've got to use the story. The plural genitive is just like the masculine. Eorum. There. The plural dative is just like the masculine, feminine, and neuter. To them. And again, I told you whatever happens in the nominative also happens in the accusative when you're dealing with, it's supposed to be an arrow, when you're dealing with neuters. So, ia in the nominative, ia in the accusative. It just means something different, and again, you have to use context. Ia here means them. And then iis, by them. So if you're trying to memorize them, I actually recommend you go sideways. So you start with the masculine. I'm going to choose another color here. Let's see if that'll work. Let's choose red. And let's make it a little bigger so I can show you what I'm doing here. So you choose masculine, or you choose the nominative singular, and you say is, ia, id. And you chain it like that. Then you go back, and you say eius, eius, eius. Back again. Oops, too far back. Ei, ei, ei. Back again. Once again, too far back. Eum, eam, id. Can I do it this time? Oh, I did it. I stopped in the right place. Io, ia, io. Then you go back and do the same thing with the plurals. Ei, ia, ia. Okay, we're going to stop there. And what happens is when you chant those over and over again, you end up with a chant that sounds like this. Is, ia, id, eius, 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 ei, 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 eum, eam, id, io, ia, io, ei, ia, ie, or ia, iorum, iarum, iorum, iis, 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 ios, ias, ia, iis, iis, iis. You get good at it, you get faster at it, and it almost sounds musical. You don't have to memorize all the Latin endings. If you do extensive reading, then you'll get used to all of these. You get used to all these pronouns, but a lot of schools require it, a lot of parents require it of their students, so, or of their kids. So if the school's required, if your parents require it, go ahead and do it. And it doesn't hurt to do this, of course. It does nothing but help. It's just that so many of my students get stressed out and think that their goal is to memorize endings when I'm constantly reminding them, no, your goal is to learn to read in another language. Let's focus on the end goal, guys. But they get distracted. It's fine. Okay, if that helped, and you want to learn more about Latin, Greek, and its influence on our English, if you want to develop your English word power, then check out DwaneThomas.com. And if you like this video and want me to keep making more like this, then help me out by subscribing below. Have a great day, guys.